All right, let's jump right in. These are the 10 Docker commands you'll actually need every day.
You know the feeling? That classic line, but it works on my machine. We've all been there. So what if your code could just work everywhere, every single time? No excuses.
Well, that's exactly what Docker is for. It puts your app in a little box so it runs anywhere.
Okay, part 1. First thing we got to do is get ourselves an image.
Command number 1 is docker poll ngix. This just grabs the official ngix image from Docker Hub.
Next up, Docker images. This command shows you all the images you have on your machine.
All right, you've got an image. Now what? Let's run it. That's part 2.
We'll use docker run. -d runs it in the background, and -p connects the ports. Simple.
So how do you see what's actually running? Let's look at 2 super important commands for that.
Here's the key difference. Docker PS shows you what's currently active. The A shows you everything.
So, command 4 is docker ps. This is going to be your best friend for checking running containers.
Need to peek inside? Docker logs plus the container ID shows you all the output. Super useful.
Now this one is a game changer. Docker exec lets you open a terminal right inside the container.
Okay, time to make your own image. Docker build does that, using a file called a Docker file.
Okay, part 3, cleanup. It's not glamorous, but you gotta do it.
And listen, there's an order to this. You have to stop, then remove the container, then the image.
First up, command 8, docker stop. Just give it the container ID and it'll shut down safely.
Once it's stopped, you can get rid of it for good with docker rm. And finally, docker rmi. This command deletes the image itself to free up that precious disk space.
And that's it. That is your essential 10-command toolkit for getting things done in Docker.
Seriously, with just these 10 commands,
You can handle something like 80% of all your day-to-day tasks.
So here's the bottom line. Master these 10, and you're set for 80% of real-world DevOps work.
You've got the toolkit now. The only question is, what are you going to build first?